I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity studio. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Big day today. This is debut day across Philadelphia. Two big-time players of the future. Two big parts of the future make their debut tonight. Down in Washington against the Capitals, the red-hot Flyers will debut Porter Martone. Stud. Waiting to go in. Let's see, fresh off the exit of the Frozen Four. Comes in, he's going to make his debut tonight. You know, everything says can't miss. Everything says he's going to be a big piece on the wing. So let's see. Is he a first-line player? We'll get a little glimpse. Obviously, you know, you're going to take it with a grain of salt, you know, the whole thing. But it's great to see the debut. And then if we come back home at Citizens Bank Park, the site of the nightmare from last night, Andrew Painter toes the bump for the Fighting Phillies. Let's see, baby. First career start for Andrew Painter in the MLB, and it's going to be fun. We got two big debuts. There's nothing like the debut of a phenom, right? Highly touted rookie, the debut. I love the debut. Debut's the best. Look forward to it. Like, I can't wait for tonight to nestle in and go back and forth, watching Painter and then watching Martone. It's going to be awesome. So, big night tonight. And Lord knows we need it after a dreadful evening last night. Horrible at the Yard. Phillies get smacked. Taijuan Walker. God, if there's not enough pressure on Painter, please. We just got to get Painter. Hopefully he looks good. He can nail down the fifth spot. Wheeler comes back in 3 weeks, and he's ready to go. And then you could boot Taijuan to the back of the pen as a slop guy. Because he was just awful. Just horrible last night. And what happened is they get out to that lead, and, you know, the Phillies just kind of crumble. They just crumbled. Didn't hit. Crumbled. No good. Bad evening at the Yard. But I know it's coming because I saw it all. You can't, like, go skies falling 4 games into a season. I will say that. You'll hate me for saying it, but I will say that up through May, right? May comes, and, you know, we're in the middle of May, and there's things that are concerning. Then I start to worry, but it's too soon now. Except for Walker, who stinks, right? Like, that's just the truth of the matter. You got lucky last year. He somehow kept you in games. It was a horrific signing. So you just got to get through this year with him, and he's off the books. And that's that. And then we go down to South Beach last night. A bad loss. Bad loss for the 10-9 876ers. When you battle back and you take the lead and you give it up. And again, I go back to Spoelstra v. Nurse. One is a great coach. The other is not. And in those moments, that's a coaching win. It's playoff time. The best coaches rise during playoff time. And that's what you saw last night. You saw a great coach in Spoelstra get his team to win the game. That's what happens. That's a shame because that was a big one for him. I heard somebody was talking about it this morning about, like, what do? You got 2 back-to-backs left. You got to get out of the 7th spot is what you got to do. I don't care what you're talking about. You can't rest guys. Like, they got to play. You got to get as many. You have to escape the 7 hole because you don't want Boston. Don't want Boston in the first round. anything but Boston. There would be nothing worse than this team to go out in the first round, get smacked in 5 games because it's the Celtics. The Celtics are a bad matchup. I don't want anything to do with the 7th spot. Forget about the play-in. They'll win the play-in. Forget about that. Point is, you're going to have to face the Celtics. No good. No good. That's got me concerned. Because I was expecting a win last night. You're playing better. You got your full complement back. And I know they need time together, but you got to gut that one out and win. Good morning, VG.
Hey, let me ask you, what do you do against the zone? You just stand around the perimeter bricking shots, or do you put someone on the foul line?
I know.
Like, what are they doing? There's no motion. They're just standing there passing the ball around the perimeter like it's the first time they ever saw a 2-3 zone.
I know.
A 2-3 zone.
I know.
That cripples them for 3 minutes.
I know.
Like, what are they doing? If Joe doesn't want to go to the foul line, you got to have someone at the foul line to get some kind of entry pass. Yes, you got to.
Because when you attack the zone, you hit the middle of the zone, and then when there's the collapse, you kick out.
Then you're overwhelmed. You got part of it overwhelmed. Yes. And no one. 3 minutes they stood on the perimeter.
That's coaching 101 against the zone.
That's idiot me. Idiot me knows that. Come on.
You and I are two youth coaches.
You got to be kidding me.
Right.
Like, what are they doing there? And there's just no motion. They're just standing there.
No motion.
Just standing there, passing.
No. That's it's why he loses me. He loses me as a coach. He's not a good coach.
He mishandled the timeouts. He didn't have enough timeouts at the end.
I don't understand. First of all, it's amazing. I've never been more wrong about a coach. Because
I agree with you.
I thought he was, now again, you're watching from afar. I thought he was good. I thought, wow, he's a bright guy, good X and O man.
Because we always saw him shut down the Sixers.
Yeah.
He shut down Embiid. He was good against the Sixers.
Yeah.
That's what we saw. We're like, yeah, he's great.
And he has been a huge disappointment.
He's a dud.
He's a dud. It's the perfect word for it, BG. He's a dud.
Yeah. And then you don't even need the timeout. Joe, get to the line. Somebody get to the line.
Well, and that's where it's got to go through. Yeah. Like, he's got to be the one to carry you through those momentum.
Get the ball, turn and face the basket. Either shoot or dish it.
Oh, my God.
It was a miserable night of sports last night.
Well,
so frustrating.
And the other thing was, you turn on the Phillies, you're excited to go, and it's over the first inning. You're going, oh, my God. One line drive after another.
I will say, like, they weren't peppering. Like, the exit velo was not high on a lot of the balls they were getting off Taiwan.
Stop.
They weren't. It was just like Otto diving, coming up, Edmundo getting lost and caught up in it. Just throw to first, get the out.
Come on.
I don't know. I mean, that was just...
He's terrible.
You're putting it more on him. The bats have done nothing. Again, there's a guy who hasn't pitched in 4 years in the majors. They did nothing.
By the way.
Nothing.
But when the other team scores 13, you ain't going to win.
Well, sure, but when it's 4-0, you can try and do something. Really, they looked lifeless last night.
They look lifeless in the field. They look lifeless on the mound. He stinks.
They got 40 Ks in 4 games. Now, here's what's so frustrating with fans. And I was thinking about last night. This is why we get crazy. Because it's not just Harper who's 1 for 16. They all go south together. Like, you don't have – that's what makes it worse.
But let me ask you – let's talk about this in reality. That's baseball. When that's what happens.
That's not always what happens.
It is. When teams – you go, oh, they're all going cold at the same time. Yeah. That's a losing streak in baseball.
Well, it feels like these 3 at the top, they're always in sync. They're always good or they're always atrocious together. Luckily, they're good more than they're atrocious, but when they're atrocious, it's frustrating,
man. That's baseball, man. Go up,
so
go talk to anyone.
I'm tired of hearing that's baseball.
But it is baseball. That's what it is.
We don't want to hear it.
Talk to anybody around MLB, and they'll tell you the same thing.
0 for 10 with runners in scoring position last night. Come on. 0 for 10.
Well, what's killing me is the Bright stuff because they just want him out now.
Well, he's not doing himself any favors with these TikToks.
Oh, again,
I got to tell you, another goddamn TikTok. It's his lattes. It's his coffee. Like, He's got to stop it right now. Like, you're in a slump right now. The season.
It's not a slump. It's just
he's won a 16.
It just started.
I don't need latte TikToks. I don't. And they're all over my feed now. Everyone's like, look up, here he is, making another TikTok. I don't need them, man. Read the room. He's not a TikTok guy. He's not even a real likable guy off the field. His likability's on the field.
Now all of a sudden, he's not likable.
No, he's not dislikable, but he's not a guy you're like, Bryce Harper, what a guy. I want to have a beer with him. Or I want to have a cappuccino with him. No, I don't have a cappuccino with Bryce Harper.
You don't want to have a cup of coffee with Bryce?
No.
I do.
Especially when I see a lot of the TikToks. Come with me, I'll make a latte. Here we go. He's like dull, so dull, dude. He's not a TikToker. Stop. Ridiculous.
I don't watch it, so I don't watch that stuff.
Well,
so
maybe we'll get Ethan to play one of his TikToks later.
That's why I go. I don't really care about it. Like we
got a TikToker.
Whatever.
We got a guy suing his parents. It's a mess right now. They need a season timeout. They started. I know, dude, but
it just started.
They look horrible. Their body language looks bad.
It just started. Oh my God! Just let it be. Let it breathe. Are they pressing at the play? You can't be pressing. We haven't gotten to April. It's not even Easter.
Game.
Like, what are we doing?
The Rangers and the Nats.
I mean, come on. Like, we can't. You can't. We treat everything like football.
That's the way we are. I'm
but
sorry.
that's not doesn't work with baseball. It doesn't.
The three of them have 17 Ks combined. The top three.
Go look at what Bichette's doing. He came up in runners in scoring position.
Oh, he had a good game
all night last night. He had one hit.
All right. Right, then I see Dumper. Dumper didn't start. He's in a slump. He hits a home run at the end of the game that wins it. Where's our home run?
Uncle Frank says to ban VG from social media.
No, ban Bryce Harper from social media. That's the problem. I'm not 1 for 16, Uncle Frank. What's he talking about?
You can't. It triggers you.
Yeah, dude, because they're horrible TikToks as well. If they were good TikToks, maybe I could deal with it.
About TikToks.
Well, where's his head? Get him in the cage.
Ethan, I get it.
Get him in the cage. Like, who's telling him to do these?
Cage. What are you talking about?
He's hawking.
You can't be in the cage.
He's hawking
24/7.
Oh, here's the protein I like to use. It's a clean protein. Like, who cares? Just hit the baseball. Like, you're making $300 million. Do you need to sponsor a TikTok, like a TikTok item? My allergies, it's bad day. It's a bad day in sports. My allergies are.
I can't do this. They have to win for my sanity.
They have to win for all of our sanity.
No, because
and there's no pressure. No pressure on the kid. He's great. He's going to be a 5 pitcher. No pressure. Yeah, he's got to stop the bleeding tonight. Yeah, no pressure on Andrew Painter. You're going to be kidding me.
It's Washington. He's got to go out and go pitch well. That's all.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. If they put up 6 on him tonight, the city's going to lose it.
Oh, my God. Stop with the negative attitude. I can't take it.
I'm just saying.
Already, we're going to put up 6 on him. You're killing me. Already, you're killing me.
They're in a position where the guy's supposed to be stress.
Like, here's the thing.
No stress.
I have more angst over the Sixers right now than the Phillies. It's freaking March. March. 4 bleeping, mother bleeping games. 4 of them. 4 games. It's baseball. You act like you've never seen baseball before in 4 games. 4 measly games. This town's crazy. I don't care what everybody says. I get it.
Super chat. You got to care. We got a super chat from Jake Friel. $10 super chat.
Hey, Jake.
Fans have every right to be frustrated. It's been the same story with the Phillies the past 4 years.
But no, it's not. Okay? It's not. That's not true. That's not true. In March, you can't, talk to me in September. If something happens and they don't hit in September or whatever, yeah, all right. 22 was the run, right? What happened 23? Who'd they lose to?
The Astros. Diamondbacks.
There
you go.
All right.
I got there.
They wound up blowing a 3-2 lead.
Because Stubbsy mouthed off. Got his bad karma.
All right. So, yeah, 2 good years.
By the way, he's still with the team. I mean, that was his bad. He was bad that time.
But they had 2 runs. All right. 24. Who'd they lose to?
I forget.
Mets.
Yeah, the slop pitching.
Right. Yeah. Remember they couldn't hit the lefties, the whole thing. And then last year's was the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the grand scheme, they
should have beat the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, okay.
And the Mets. The Dodgers, you can't complain about, but
But my only point is that it's really not the same. Here's what the only thing that is that they don't have a right-handed power bat to balance out the lineup.
I don't even know. I don't know if Aaron Judge changes this right now.
It's 4 games. My only point is it's 4 games. Like seriously, if it's middle of May and it's the same stuff's going on, have at it.
I hear you.
But 4 games. I mean, come on, guys.
Your Seno Mare. If Painter doesn't go complete game and Martin doesn't get a hat trick, they'll be run out of town.
He's right. He's right. Like that's what it is. Like we're so the manic part of us is too much.
That's what makes
this
us
is why
so charming.
You drive me insane because you go up and down, up and down. You're a freaking bad elevator.
Listen, you're
just
if
horrible.
they were just showing you any life and losing, I get it.
Would like to lose. If they lost 5-4, you'd have come in there the same way.
Harper's got a couple hits. Nah.
If they lost, you would feel the same way. Oh, they lost to the Nats. Durant blew the save. Oh, they stink.
Oh, yeah, the Rams blew a save.
Well,
yes.
I got one question about Topper to throw fuel on the fire.
Oh, boy.
Why was Alvarado in the game?
I turned them off.
He pitched
What inning did he come in?
In the 8th.
Oh, right before they went position player?
I don't understand why he was in the game. He pitched Saturday. Did you need to get him work?
Well, I mean, he didn't work all of last year, so if you're going to use somebody, use him.
Actually, I'm sorry. He started the 9th.
He started the 9th?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean, why? What were you doing? Why would you start it? Why would you? Like, he's the worst guy to go pitch in that spot. I don't know why you're blowing in there.
I don't know. Well, that wasn't Topper. That was Mattingly. I don't know.
I know.
Ask Donnie Baseball. I don't know. Thank God that wasn't Topper.
I know. Can you imagine?
No.
He's already catching straight ones.
Yeah, Topper's not even allowed to come out and question what's going on. They kicked him out before he even got out of the dugout.
I know.
Like, what?
Know.
Interesting also that you can't.
But people didn't like Topper's remarks post-game.
No, I mean, there's nothing he says that anyone likes. I mean, what's he going to say after that game?
Well, that's my point. Is like, who cares?
Interesting you can't challenge the position player pitches.
Yeah.
ABS. They should be easier to get right because they're 45 miles per hour, 50 miles per hour.
I agree.
No, you're not allowed to challenge a position player pitch.
I agree. You know what? I don't know.
No.
But we got a big night of debuts tonight.
Yes. Yes. A lot of hope tonight.
Like, I'm excited. Like, I am geeked up over Martone.
I think we will be very pleased with Martone.
I got a feeling he goes goal assist.
Goal assist? All right.
Yes.
I'm just looking for a couple hits and an assist.
I'm thinking. I'm feeling it.
All right.
I don't know why.
Man, oh man, can I get that in on Bet Parks? Is he? Let's go.
Is he available?
Yeah.
2 points.
2 points.
2-point debut.
The city will go crazy
for Martone. That's going to be my thing. That's going to be my. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like, if they win tonight,
I'd look. Yeah, this is the kind of night we need. Something to watch. Something to.
Yeah, and then Painter goes. What does Painter do? Painter goes 6.
I'm really nervous about. I think Painter's going to be a really good pitcher, but I'm just nervous about tonight. The energy right now. What's going on?
6 innings.
12 runs.
7K. No, man, don't put that out.
No, that's so ridiculous. No one can take that serious. The universe can't take that serious.
6 innings, 7 Ks.
7 Ks.
2 walks. 5 hits.
3 runs?
2 runs.
2 runs?
Yeah.
All right.
2 runs, 5 hits.
Those are all right. Flyers are a slight dog tonight. They're plus 110.
Would you take that debut?
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, of course I take that.
All right.
debut.
Like, come on. Let's go positive energy to the universe. Dude, all the negativity drive me. I can't even look at the social media during the Phillies game.
Oh, no. Dude, I mean, come on. It's the Nats. They got destroyed by the Nats.
Right. But again, this isn't a Sunday NFL September.
Come on. That's like, the Browns coming in and working you. Come on.
No, it's baseball. You see it all over baseball. Last night, the Rockies they put up this perfect example.
All right, let's see what this example is.
The Rockies score 14 runs against the Blue Jays, who were in the World Series last year.
Right. All right.
They lose 14-5.
Well, Blue Jays were 3-0 up until that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ponce.
Yeah, and the Blue Jays were undefeated up until that point. All right.
Okay, but they
All
lost
right.
4. But they gave up. My point is, they stink. The Rockies stink. They have no bats, and they score 14 runs. It's baseball. Haven't we had this discussion 100 times?
Yeah, every baseball season.
Yeah, because you freak out early.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, what?
Look at they're lifeless right now. This is
What do you
their
mean?
energy.
It always
They look
looks
terrible.
lifeless when you don't hit. Like, you hit, you're like.
Come on, there's no reason one of the three can't be slightly productive right now. Jeez, oh man.
I can't have a conversation with you. I just can't. It drives me. You drive me insane. It's just not. That's not the sport. Not the sport. Today's the last day of March.
Thank God. Let's get to April.
All
Those
right.
are in last place, 1 and 3. Everyone, they're on 2 games back of everyone else in the division.
He's
Is
looking at
3
the
and 1.
standings.
3 and
It's
1.
not
Everyone
even
is.
April, and he's looking at the standings.
Run differential
freaking
minus
phone.
15. I got an Apple Care. Those hands, I think you cracked my screen with that hand.
My God. But you're talking about a freaking standings. You're looking at standings.
Oh, it gets late early. Isn't that what they say?
It gets late early. What are you? I just want to choke you until your head pops off.
It wouldn't take much.
What? Like just go, yeah. And his head just pops off. All right. I love you. All right. Lots to do today. Baldy's coming. We're going to go to Arizona for the NFL owners meetings with EJ coming up next. Then Baldy. Then Bill Matz for a little Porter Martone talk. Looking forward to that. Lots to get to. Show just beginning. But first, let's talk about our friends. All right, what do you got on the Porter Martone? Is he up yet?
He's not up there
He's
yet.
not up there yet?
Yeah, is it not
I
official?
guess he's got to – they have to make sure he's in a lineup.
Yeah. Well, they got the travel
After
visa
the
worked
morning
out
skate.
yesterday.
Yeah.
He went from a student visa to
To
the
a
work
work
visa.
visa.
So I guess that's why
Yeah.
Talk couldn't say he was definitely
There's
playing.
people who are excited. There
Yeah.
people. I know that organization. Everybody's fired up. Take the Flyers. Let's go. Flyers hot. How about a Flyers Phillies parlay on the BetPark Sportsbook online app? Let's do that tonight. All right. Phillies Flyers parlay. See what that pays. You can play
Plus 213.
All right. Double your money. How about that?
Painter on the mound. Phillies are minus 205.
Wow, 2-1 favorite? Damn. Check it out on the app. There's always another way to win. You got to be 21. BetParks.com is all the details for all your bonus stuff. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, let's talk Xfinity, okay? Xfinity's 5-year price guaranteed. What if you can have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi and you could keep it the same price for 5 years? I mean, that's Xfinity's 5-year guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. I have that, all right? It's super intelligent Wi-Fi, and it's 6 cents it's got. Lets you stream the game online, even when the family's packing online, doing gaming and everything else. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part, no annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. A lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable. And the price should stay put. Xfinity.com, learn more. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only, restrictions apply.
All right, what do you say we go to Arizona?
Oh, let's do it.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go
get
to
a little
lovely
sun.
Arizona and talk to our man covering the owners' meetings in Arizona, E.J. Smith on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. E.J. Well, how's it go?
Give me an E. Give me a J. Give me that EJ.
Yeah. morning.
What's up, guys? I tried to get the window backdrop so we could watch the sunrise together, like we did in San Francisco, but the layout of the room was not doing me any favors. So you got the corner instead.
It's all right. It's all good. All right.
Yeah.
What was your takeaway yesterday from the owners' meetings?
Yeah, so I would say the two things stood out from Nick's press conference yesterday morning. The first being that it really doesn't seem like they're done at safety. I guess a couple of things in the secondary, but I was expecting them to be a little bit more effusive about Marcus Epps and Michael Carter as options at the safety position. I know that some Eagles fans would say those names don't excite you. Those names don't make you feel great about the depth of that room, or honestly, the top of that depth chart there. But honestly, I expected them to treat that safety spot like a Dory Jackson last year, and I expected them to express confidence in those players. But instead, both Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni both have said that that's an incomplete evaluation of that room, that they will add to that position. So that one jumped out. I think Eagles fans will love to hear that Nick Sirianni said that Reek Woolen's personality, which has been a big topic of discussion since they signed him, he says he's going to be a great fit because he's an edgy player, because he has
I like
passion.
that.
He says, yeah, exactly. Nick said, we are an edgy team and we love edgy players. We're never going to tell somebody not to be themselves and not to embrace that part of their personality. And so, I thought it was interesting to hear Nick talk about that. To me, that's one of Nick's strengths, is that he can embolden teams or embolden players to be themselves. And, if I'm Reek Woolen, I love to hear that. So those are some of the newsier ones.
Hey, real quick,
AJ,
because you brought up safety.
Conversation here.
Yeah,
Go
real
ahead,
quick,
yeah.
you brought up safety, and I want to piggyback off of that because I think you need an edge.
Yeah, and that was so
even more than a safety
too. Yeah, and I agree. I think they need a guy at the top of that rotation. And I think from hearing from Howie on Sunday evening, it sounds like that was another one where the line Howie used is that it's March 29th. They're not playing a game next week. And usually when he says that often. And usually when he says that, it does indicate that they're still working at those positions. They're still looking to see if they can add somebody via trade, or obviously just keep an eye on the free agency market. But especially at edge, I agree. I think that it's got to be a trade. I don't think I don't think you're finding a number one out in free agency. I don't know if you're going to add one in the draft. So to me, I'm not sure who the name is if it's not Jonathan Gennard or Max Crosby. But if a name becomes available, I'd expect the Eagles to be very heavily involved in trying to trade for somebody to put at the top of that rotation.
Do they have? Do you think they have financial maneuverability there?
I mean, they have a lot of cap space right now, but you can overstate when they pile up cap space because they have extensions coming up. We can talk about AJ Brown's situation and how that might influence it. So I think that they want the flexibility, and for that reason, I think they have some flexibility, especially if it is a short-term deal. But if you're trading for someone like Jonathan Gennard, now you have to work him into the picture around all of those extensions that you're going to have to sign with Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell. I think that gets a lot harder, especially I've seen some of the numbers reported that Grenard's asking for. And I mean, it's a lot. That edge market's pretty tough right now. So, it's not like they have a ton of flexibility if they wanted to add somebody young and ascending. But I think in the short term, they should be able to fit somebody under this year's cap.
Yeah, that's the one. I kept going back to Grenard all March, and I know they had great interest. They just couldn't come to a deal on a contract.
I mean,
he's a great fit, man.
Phillips has really changed that edge market. He's kind of now the benchmark where if you're in that second tier or third tier of edge rushers in the league, he's the number that you're pointing to, and that's a big number.
Yeah, he's at 19 now, isn't he? And he wants more.
Yeah.
No, I think I wish I could remember where I saw it. I remember seeing that he looks at that Phillips deal and says I want that. Right. And the Eagles weren't willing to pay that for Phillips. I don't know if they'd be willing to pay that.
No, they're not going to play that for Grenard. But I mean, that's the problem, and that's a huge problem because they need somebody else in that rotation, a true impact guy. And then you have the question of all right, we keep hearing Max is going to be traded. And, Cleveland's not going to trade. And, you wonder how much is what's real, what's not as you get closer to the draft.
Yeah, the Miles Garrett one, it's like I take Andrew Berry at his word. Like I think that they want to keep him. I think they view him as like a Browns great, and they want to just let him continue his career there.
Yeah.
But if you just are like looking at it objectively, if I was a Browns GM, I'd trade him. I'd trade him for as many firsts as I could and
Dude,
rebuild that team.
they're going to be so bad next year. Look at the quarterback. Yeah. They're going to go with Deshaun Watson. What?
Yeah, I saw that headline last night. Leaving the party that they're planning on moving forward with Deshaun Watson as a starter. I mean, it's just. It's one of those situations they got to blow it up.
He wasn't good before the massage gate, right? Like he wasn't good then. He's not good. He wasn't good, and now he stinks.
Yeah, and he can't stay healthy. And he's
just not a good quarterback. Thing.
Like
it's unbelievable.
If we can see that now, maybe it's organizational pressure, maybe it's just maybe Andrew Berry feels like this.
It's that contract. That contract will go down as the worst contract in the history. It's worse than Taijuan Walker times 10.
I need the Phillies to get their act together by the time I get home.
Oh, please don't start.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
sorry. Yeah.
Don't start.
It's getting late.
Don't start. Getting late.
Well, it's not getting late. I'm just saying, just for like the joy that was in Philadelphia when I left. I need that back.
Dude, I got to sit next to him. Phyllis over here. Oh my God. Howie put the kibosh on AJ. Didn't want to talk about it. Now, you're headed to the Vrabel news conference coming up in just a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm interested to hear what Mike Vrabel has to say about AJ Brown. From the sense I get from being here is that this is just a waiting game. This is there's nothing new. I take Nick Sirianni at his word. There's nothing new to report with AJ. I do think. And listen, as a reporter, it's my job to parse words sometimes. So forgive me if you're not into the reading between the lines or reading the tea leaves here. But I do think it's interesting that the Eagles had a tonal shift with what they said about AJ this week. They went from, Howie's consistently said it's hard to trade great players. It's hard to find great players, and we think AJ is a great player. He basically said he's on the roster every time he was asked about AJ on Sunday. And then Nick Sirianni basically said nothing has changed with AJ's situation. Didn't have an answer. He kind of nodded, if you want to give him that, when he was asked if AJ would report at the beginning of the offseason program next month. So it's funny. Whenever I'm at the league events, and you tell me what you think about this. Whenever I'm at the league events, I always come away feeling more convinced that they are trading AJ. I think the talk around the league is that they are trading AJ. The talk around the league is that, this is a matter of time. It's a foregone conclusion. I don't know. I always leave these events a little bit more.
It's funny.
Convinced.
I get the situation, right? So I get the idea that you got the draft coming up, and then June 1st coming up, and Howie, there's no off season for trades for Howie. So, yeah, could I see it? I just kept hearing things that they have told him that he's going to be here. And that if you go back to the end of the first week of free agency, when it was all the Vrabel stuff was going on, was hot and heavy, that he was like, I thought we were good. And they were like, yeah, we are good. That's just, a lot of media talk. I don't know. I
feel like the way they word it, he is a member. They don't say he will be or we're moving forward. He is. If you ask him about Devontae will be here. He's a member.
But you can't look at it like that closely, because I think it's so fluid that I don't think there's one way or another. I think that they are right now. If you said, will he be a member? They'll say yes. Unless there is Howie's not giving him away. I tell you right now, he's not doing it.
Right.
He already had the chance to do it, and he didn't do it.
But that was
again, let me do the tea leaf reading one more time here. So the thing that stood out to me in the way that they answered the questions was that Howie tries to operate from a position of strength, even in how he answers a question. it's hard to find great players. We're not trading a great player, right? It's like if you want AJ, you're going to have to trade for a great player with enough compensation coming back. And I think you can read it one of two ways. The fact that they were like so just dismissive of the conversation in general. It's like he's not trying to operate from a position of strength, which means they're probably not in an active trade negotiation.
Right.
Now, does that mean that they also I don't know, because it's like the other side of it could be that Howie's also trying to just not play games with anybody anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if he doesn't feel like he has to get leverage, maybe he's not trying.
It's like, hey, he's my guy. Blow me away and we'll talk about it. Otherwise,
that's why I think
don't bother me.
Fluid is the right word for it. There's a lot that can change. The one thing I will say is that, like asking around about what the price for AJ was going to be at the Super Bowl, I was hearing a 2, a 3, maybe a late first if Howie really can drive up a market. And I was like, they're not moving him for that. Here, it is increased significantly. You're hearing a 1, next year's 1, and next year's 3, at the minimum. So I think that the compensation.
Well, that was always it. Like they wanted next year's
higher.
1.
Yeah.
That was.
Right.
That's what they had the chance to trade him for this year's 1.
Right. Yeah. And it makes more sense to get next year's 1. And, if you're doing it, and at that point, so this is the last thing I'll ask you about it is if you're going to get next year's 1 anyway, why not wait until June 2nd? I mean, because nothing changes.
Without a doubt.
And you save the money.
But here's the other thing, right? Like, I keep going back to this point. If you're running it back, which is what they're doing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not as good. If this is the year where you go, hey, let's take our shot, and if things don't work out, then we can look at like major changes or major tweaks, however you want to look at it. But if that's your mindset, which I believe it is, then you got to go into it full strength. You're not full strength if you traded A.J. Brown.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that there is still I don't buy the sentiment that there's no road back. AJ's not playing for the Eagles next year. I don't buy that at all. I think that if he's back, he's going to play. He's got people he's close with in the building. Obviously, he's always been a good teammate. Obviously there have been times where the fans have been frustrated with him, but again, I've been in the locker room enough to be able to tell you that those guys don't have an issue with AJ. AJ doesn't really have an issue with them. So I think that there's a road back if they do want to do that. Frame it that way. One more season. Let's make one more push at this thing. But I guess my question has always been with AJ, are they going to get what they want in return for him? I'm a little bit more convinced that they will after being here.
Yeah, all right. Let me ask you a question. Would you forego the number 1 pick to take a shot at trying to win it?
I think
because you're inherently
question,
weaker if you trade him. I don't know that you can win without A.J. Brown. The
answer to that depends on if they added somebody in the draft. You're not finding an A.J. Brown replacement in the draft in the short term, but if they added a wideout in the first round, I feel better about it. And then it's also a question of who's available in June and July that you could bring in. Could you add Brian Thomas Jr.? I know none of these guys are A.J. Brown, but I also think we've talked enough about what it would look like if Devontae's your 1, and then you add a 1A or really a 2 behind him, and you build the offense.
I mean, Hollywood Brown is. I mean,
every
time he has been thrust up into a, number 2, target, he just doesn't. He doesn't deliver. You can't.
I think he needs to be your 3rd or 4th, probably your 4th receiver.
Yes.
I know they're bullish on Darius Cooper, but no, you need a legitimate number 2 if you're trading AJ Brown. Yeah.
And here's the other thing. I think you want to go in that draft. Again, I love that kid, Chris Bell, because I think he's as close to AJ, and he's coming off a knee. He's not going to be ready till November. I got to believe that that's a second, third. He goes in the second, third round. I mean, he's a guy that I would look at. Keep AJ and then go take that kid, and he's your replacement after next year.
Yeah, now you got the succession plan in place. I could still see it. I just it feels like what I've done is every time I'm at the league events, I'm higher percentage chance he's going to get traded. And then once I get away from everybody else, and we're just talking Eagles people mostly, that's when I get more convinced that he's staying.
Yeah, I'm not there, so you're right. So I'm just talking to Eagles people, and that's kind of what I'm hearing and feeling. is that,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we thought maybe Howie was asking a bit much, but that Jalen Waddle trade is a first and a third and a fourth swap. I mean, now the market's been set, so he's at least worth a first and a third.
Yes.
So I think that set the market where it fell in Howie's favor a little bit.
And then again,
and the Patriots, the Patriots are going to have to do something. We always talk about like, oh, well, they really only have the one big suitor, but the Patriots really only have the one big lever to pull to get a number one wideout. So. I think.
But all that said, right? All that said, though, EJ.
Yeah.
I kept thinking Buffalo's got to go get a receiver. This is in the past couple years, and they never did.
Yeah.
Kansas City got to go get a receiver. They never did. Baltimore, all those teams, like you thought that they would have to go get receivers, and they didn't.
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah, I mean that's the Patriots' other option. I still think.
What about the Rams?
I don't know. I'd be surprised.
There was Rams chatter, and then news came out that McVay had told Devontae Adams they might be trying to move him, or they were listening to offers.
I just have a hard time seeing Howie Roseman trading in the conference to one of the main NFC contenders. If the Rams offer him something crazy, then I could see it then. But I don't know. I think that there's going to be like an NFC contender tax there that probably makes that deal complicated.
Could they swap? Can you do a Devontae for AJ?
Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, I would say that's
and a third?
No, I wouldn't.
He was very good in that system. If we had 2 or 3 years of evidence of what Sean Mannion's scheme looked like, then maybe. But I don't know.
I mean, could you imagine? First of all, he's unstoppable at the goal line. All right. Well, that's also Stafford, who just laser throws those timing throws. I mean, I wouldn't do that. He's not not anywhere near AJ Brown.
Yeah, and he's not what he was a few years ago, which is why I think it is important the system he's in. That is prime. It didn't matter what system he was playing,
right?
Obviously,
but he's not. Yeah. He's no longer in it. The one thing I can't reconcile with this whole thing, this will be the last thing I bring up, is he's pining over, or at least the thought process is he's pining over New England and Drake May. What? I missed that Drake May, after watching him in the Super Bowl, I missed that Drake May is Brady. What are we doing?
I mean,
Drake
the
May's that much better than Hurts? Come on.
I think it's probably a Vrabel and just a childhood rooting for the Patriots thing. You're right. I mean, if he's frustrated with Jalen Hurts, he very well could end up frustrated with Drake May as well. I agree.
My point. You're getting frustrated with Jalen. You're going to go to Drake May? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jalen, there's no extension, right? That comes.
Yeah, Howie didn't want to get too much into it, but I'd be surprised. I don't know who would be rushing to the negotiating table with that one. I mean, I guess it would be Jalen if I had to guess, but I don't think either of them are pushing for it. So, I think that's probably something for next offseason.
Yeah.
That number, if they do get there, is going to be crazy. I mean, these quarterback deals, that's the thing that's fascinating
that's the thing that's fascinating because that's a lot of money. My man better have it. Better be buttoned up this year with Mannion and this new offense.
No, last week with when we had MJ and we talked about the players under the most pressure. And we talked about Jalen just from the nature of, I mean, he's going to be 60 million plus if he has a big year. I know that sounds insane, but I mean, Dak Prescott's getting 60 a year. Joe Burrow's at 55 a year. It's like these quarterback deals are, just astronomical. The Eagles do a good job of managing them, but I mean, he is a big season away from really cashing in a major way. Yeah. And the inverse is that we all know what could happen if he has a bad season. So,
yeah.
EJ, one thing that I guess people were talking about, Lane Johnson had indicated earlier he thought Stoutland would be around helping out, and it seemed like Nick said no, not coming around.
No,
only the new guys.
I think so when the Stoutland stuff first came out, there was some initial reporting about Stoutland might be around the building in the way that Kelsey's around the building or BG, but I think that got debunked pretty quickly. As more information came out, as we all started talking to everyone and figuring out what really happened behind the scenes, I think Stoutland's going to take at least a year, kind of recuperate, and then probably get back into coaching. And I'd be surprised, even even him being at training camp would surprise me, if I'm being honest. I think it's probably going to be a year away from coaching for Jeff Stoutland.
I don't see him at training camp.
Yeah, no, I'd be surprised.
I don't see that at all. I just put
like,
myself in Stout's shoes. Why would I want to go to training camp?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I mean,
if I lost my voice, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to training camp. Why would I do that? Ridiculous.
Yeah. And I think it's important to point out, like, he still has good relationships in that building, throughout that building, really. But I mean, the way that things ended, I wouldn't expect him to be like rushing back to help out the staff.
You can't expect that, right? Like, that.
Right.
This is where they're going. Okay, well then, but you don't need my wisdom, like, type of thing.
Right.
Like, that's how I would look
exactly.
at it.
They basically said they don't want his wisdom.
Right.
So
it's like,
I don't blame him at all. Yeah.
Good luck, my friends. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Any movement on the 18-game schedule? Like, when are we looking at that?
Yeah, I think I was listening to Pablo Torre Finds Out on the way out here, and Mike Florio mentioned 27, not this upcoming season, but the season after. Yeah, I think being here, there's definitely momentum for that. I think players actually will be more receptive to it. At least some players will be more receptive to it than people might think, just because of what it will mean financially. I think on the flip side, to help out players, I think they're going to get. I think that like 2 bye weeks makes a lot of sense to balance out the schedule.
Oh my God, dude! EJ, I'm sorry, I came up with this plan years ago.
I was about to say,
documented on the radio, the double bye. I had the first half bye, the second half bye. I had this whole plan, this 18-game thing, years ago.
Well, I mean, now it's coming to life, because that's what I heard yesterday. Is like the double bye week will kind of balance it out for the players, and at some point it's just a matter of like, do you want to make more money? Like, do you want the salary cap to keep going up, because the 18th game will do that? So yeah, I'd expect it to be sooner than you think. Honestly, I think that the NFL is incentivized to do it. And I think the players' union, for as toothless as they can be at times, unfortunately, I think that they'll probably be receptive to it as well.
How would you do 2 preseason games?
Yeah.
Right.
2 preseason games, 2 bye weeks, and then these international games.
And what do you start? Coming. Like, are you starting Labor Day? I wouldn't start Labor Day. I'd still start the weekend.
No, I think you push everything back. I mean, the Super Bowl is going to be later, and then honestly, the offseason schedule will have to change too. But yeah, I think the 2 preseason games, and you're just letting the Super Bowl be a week or two after. Or a week or two after.
I guess the perfect time would be President's Day weekend, because everybody's off on Monday. Like that's
that'd make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Here you go. Masses.
That's ideal. That's what we want.
It's here you go. Like they give us bread and circuses. Here they go. Take your off day on Monday and your football on Sunday. Super Bowl Bacchanal.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. The Falcons Super Bowl, or the Super Bowl in Atlanta, which is in 2028, at the end of the 2027 season, they haven't set a date on that yet, and like they have to do that soon. It's not the type. It takes so much planning for a city to host a Super Bowl. They need to know the date. So yeah, like I said, I think it'll probably happen sooner than people think it will.
Where does it go? It goes Atlanta next. Where's next year?
That's a good question. Let's see. I'll look it up.
I know Atlanta's 28. Vegas.
Yes, in California, Georgia. No. Sorry, this isn't right. Hold on.
Santa Clara, Inglewood.
It was in Santa Clara last year.
Inglewood.
So yeah, it's SoFi next year.
Atlanta.
So SoFi, Atlanta,
and then
Vegas.
Then back to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is a good place to host a Super Bowl. I mean, they just have the infrastructure already in place, so it makes sense.
Can I tell you though? I did not enjoy Vegas.
Yeah, I don't enjoy being there for a week. I just like, from a logistics standpoint, it's easier for the NFL. So
yeah,
I like New Orleans. I think New Orleans is a great place.
Is the best. I agree.
Yeah,
I think New Orleans is the best place for a Super Bowl. Best place.
Yeah. I'll be honest, right here, Phoenix was the worst. I mean, the shuttle rides to the team resorts was awful.
It's too spread out.
Wasn't Phoenix?
You got
my favorite.
Glendale,
Yeah,
you got
exactly. Everything's
Scottsdale.
too far.
It's way too spread out for it.
Yep.
Like that's why New Orleans is perfect because it's intimate. They
Right.
have hotel,
No, yeah,
they
New
have
Orleans
hotel
is great.
space, and it's intimate. You know?
Yeah, stadium's not the best, but it works. It's fine for what you need it for. So
Yeah.
no, I think that was. It's not like I know some people will be wondering if it's like confirmation bias, like the Eagles won the Super Bowl in New Orleans, and that's why I like it better. Really, it was just an easier week, like just looking at it that way. So
No, I know
yeah.
it was. All right. Well, you get home safely, and who's on tap today? You got Vrabel today. What else?
Yeah, all the AFC coaches. So Bo's gonna pop around and
You
try
see
and
Andy?
get a couple
Give
of
Andy
guys.
my best.
Yeah, we'll see Andy. You maybe like Joe Brady. I'm sure Bo will be. Talking to a lot of guys, but I'm posting up on Vrabel. If he says anything of note, we will have you covered, and we will discuss it at I think at 2 p.m. for the PHLY Eagle show as well.
Is
So,
Lori
should be
talk
good.
yet? Is Lori today?
Lori's this evening in Phoenix. It's gonna be nighttime
Oh.
in Philly when he talks. I'd expect so. I'll do like a quick reaction off of that, and then we'll talk about it on tomorrow's show.
What do you got? A red eye after Jeff?
Yeah, I got the red eye. Yep. 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's a good flight though.
So
I don't mind the red eye.
I mean, I need to get some sleep, so it'll work out well. And then I'll be in studio tomorrow. Looking forward to it. We got special guests. I won't tell you who it is, but we have a special guest tomorrow.
Nice. Looking forward to it. Well, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, my brother. Good luck. We love you. Thanks, pal.
All right, thanks, guys. Yep, I'll see you back there.
J. Smith.
You can't sleep on planes, and red eye sucks. I hate red eyes.
Well, you're a neurotic freak.
I just can't get comfortable on a plane. You fall asleep before it takes off. So, it's
You're
great for you.
You're everything bothers you. Oh my God. Everything
God forbid I
bothers
want
you.
a little comfort
I
to
got
go
a
to
crook
sleep.
on my neck. Oh,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
Just eat meat. If you eat meat, you're not going to worry about
Do
anything.
you sleep on planes? Yeah, when it doesn't, if you don't sleep, it's horrible.
Oh, just stop. Read a freaking book. Watch a freaking series. Who cares? Everything is a complaint. My God. Got to man up, cuz.
Man up. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not a man. I can't sleep on planes.
No, but
I'll
like,
do
you
better.
complain about it.
Yeah, because
I got this.
you act like
I hear
you're-
about your ailments every day.
You act like you got 300 thread Egyptian sheets on your plane. You're all snuggled in against the window, snoring like you're having the time of your life.
I have a couple cocktails. They time my cocktails right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do what you got to do.
I need to be out moving around. I got to be.
You got ailments.
You can't keep a vampire in a seat all night long.
Hang from the
I got to be moving around.
hang from the overhead.
I wish.
All right.
I try. They're not fans. They're not
Just
fans
hang
of that.
from it, man. Like, come on, count. My God. You can have your blood transfusion coming down. You're all hooked up. All right? You can just see it, right? Ethan? Oh, my God. The Phillies, it's the crook in the neck, it's this.
That's right, man.
Let's take a quick TO. Baldy's coming up next. In fact, I'm going to run this by Baldy. See what he has to say.
What?
Your ailments.
The red eye?
Everything.
Not liking a red eye?
No, but everything. Everything bothers you. First, a word from our friends.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today. For the past 30 years, Golden Nugget Jewelers has operated out of the very same location in the heart of Philadelphia. Customers from across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, even Baltimore, New York City have come to Golden Nugget Jewelers to find that perfect engagement ring, wedding band, or gift. Their staff is highly trained and dedicated to providing a personalized experience. I've gone there a couple of times. I had to replace a diamond in a ring. I had to get a necklace. They're not pushy. The staff is super informative. It's just a great shopping experience. They have a vast selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, along with high-end watches, fashion jewelry, sparkling diamond necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and everything else you could think of. You receive a final cleaning and written appraisal with every engagement ring purchase. And Golden Nugget Jewelers, they're family-owned. They've been operating since 1987, right there on Chestnut Street at 8th in downtown Philadelphia. You deserve an expert, and you deserve the best price. Golden Nugget Jeweler, where Philly gets engaged. Visit goldennuggetjewelry.com to learn more and get that special gift. Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in the store or visit ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today.
Baldy. Yeah. You teased
teasing.
me. You teased me. I was like, oh, look at this.
I was like, oh, nice.
Baldy.
Right,
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I
man.
was loving it.
It was fit. It really was. It was good. Plus, it took me out of a conversation we were having during the break.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
The wackiest people, the wackiest men. If you want to find lunatic men, go to a gym sauna. There's no normal dudes in the gym sauna. All I try to do is hang out there 10, 15 minutes. Dude comes in yesterday with a trash bag shirt on, like a long trash bag shirt. I don't even know if he had pants. I just saw little thighs underneath, and he must have come out of the steam room because he's dripping wet all over the bag. Nestles up right next to me. Stinks like sweat. It's like, what? Why? What is he? He's like 60-something years old. He's not trying to make weight for the wrestling team.
Right.
What's he doing with a trash bag on? Just hang out in the sauna. Can we just hang out every day in the sauna?
Yeah, well, I don't want nobody next to me.
No, just wearing a trash bag.
I like the like single ones where nobody's in there.
Oh,
it's just
that's the goal in life.
Yeah.
To get a private sauna.
Yeah,
even
like there's a gym that we
hanging
go
out
to.
with other guys. Half of them are just their junk's out trying to talk to you. It's just like, I just want to hang out in the sauna.
Yeah, I'm not a big conversationalist in this song. I don't need
Especially
to talk
when you're
to
not
someone.
clothed.
It's not even that as much as I just don't want. I'm just like in my own space.
Yeah.
Like, I love conversation, but I just need to be in my own space.
The other dude yesterday doing breathing exercises, I felt like, I don't know if he's got the flu. He's just like, come on, man. We're in a tight quarter. Do I need your breath all over me like this?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Sauna etiquette.
You're neurotic, but I don't blame you.
No, the saunas are where all the freaks go at the gym.
Yeah, hey. We got him. Let's go, Baldy.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Baldy. Oh, he likes pizza and football.
Oh, Baldy. There he is. What is it, my man?
Oh, man.
Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Looks like he's munching on some steak.
So before we get started, I need you to tell this dude, all right? Every day he's got to complain about something, an ailment, or some kind of neurotic way. Planes bother him, and everything bothers him. I just told him, just eat a piece of meat, would you? Just eat, it'll all go away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I think that the problem with anybody that complains is nobody's listening. So what's the point? You're just talking to yourself. Nobody's listening to anybody complain or whine about anything.
No, Ant's listening. He gets fired up about it, so it's fun. I like complaining because he gets all worked up.
If you're needling him and you're peppering him.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Well, I said to him, he's like, I'm going to the gym. I go, that's great. I go, you pumping a little iron? Like, I'm not saying you got to do heavyweight, but do some resistance.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm on
I go,
What
you
you do-
wonder why you're so feeble. Why don't you eat a piece of meat and go bench?
Well, what do you do in the gym if you're not lifting weights?
I'm just trying to get into it right now. I'm doing the old, the new trend of the treadmill at like
He's talking about incline.
10% incline for 30 minutes, trying to get some fat loss going. I'll do my planks, things like that.
You know that there is no such thing as fat loss by doing cardio, right?
Yeah, I know. I
You
got
know
to
that.
try and get some calories moving, though.
No, but it's
a
calories
fallacy.
and fat are two different things. Like the only way to really lose weight is to lift weights. All right, muscle. I mean, that's just. But like you can.
I don't
I've
want
seen
I don't need my beer gut turning to muscle.
I've seen the same girls in the gym doing cardio for 20 years. They never look any better ever.
Baldy, just subscribe to him.
I wish he was around. I wish I could hire him to train, take me to the gym twice a week.
Oh, God. Baldy never complains. That's why I love hanging out with him.
Nah.
Finds the joy in life everywhere.
What's the point? What's the point?
Right.
I mean, happiness, you got to make your own happiness in this world, whatever that is.
That's right.
You got to make your own way.
I make it. Yeah. I got my medicine makes me happy.
He takes his gummies. That's what makes him happy. Let's dive into it. Owners meetings out in Arizona. First on the docket, it looks like 27 for next year for the 18-game season, the double bye. How would you kind of look at it? Where would you do the 2 preseason games, like the double bye, first half bye, second half bye, more international? That seems to be the. If you remember, I forecasted this years ago.
Yeah. I mean, look, they just want to grow the revenue, and you grow the revenue by adding an extra week, playing an extra game. It's tough, not many guys. Like I was looking at a player. Like if you look at some of these guys, when I look at a player's bio, the first thing I look at is how many games they started each year. Like you look at some guys and they just played every week, every game. They never missed time. It's just unbelievable how some guys are able to do it, and then some guys just, can't fight the injury bug. I mean, look, if it's going to go to 2 preseason games, an 18-game schedule. Okay, you got the 20-game schedule. You're going to stretch it into probably the end of February right now. That's probably because that's why in 2 years from now they haven't even scheduled the Super Bowl. Usually you're scheduling, the convention center and hotels and all that. They haven't even done it yet. They don't know when it's going to end. So that's kind of tells you, like they're forecasting it, right? But the injuries are real. I don't know what the players are going to get in concession for the owners to make this extra revenue. I don't know what's fair, be honest with you. I think it's going to be, look, we want to see more football. We can't get enough of the consumption. And so the players have got to figure out. But like I've already said for years now that September's the new August. Well, if this happens, September really is going to be the preseason. Nobody's going to play in those 2 preseason games outside of the rookies and guys fighting for a roster spot. And then, if you get off to a New England Patriot 0-2 start under Belichick, you still can go win the Super Bowl. And that's what it's going to look like. You're going to have a lot of time to fix what is ailing your team, but you're not going to know probably till October.
Yeah. No, you can totally say it, which is good because it gives you time to kind of maneuver and kind of look at yourself and go that route. We've been talking a lot about obviously the A.J. Brown thing because, our guys are in Arizona and we just got a conversation with it. The one thing I can't reconcile is if you're the Eagles and you're basically taking another shot at this thing, running it back, right? You're bringing Goddard back. You got Fangio for one more year. Mm-hmm. Probably that's it. You got Lane back for another year. Who knows if that's it? So why not be a full complement? And you need AJ.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. Like I mean, we just seen what Jalen Waddle got from Denver, right? They got, a first, a third, and a fourth for Jalen Waddle. To me, there's no comparison between AJ and Jalen. they might have even been the same draft class. I forget, but and so that's if Howie's standing firm, but I wouldn't give AJ away. You got him under contract. You got your salary cap and all the things that you got to meet. They're not going to be as good a team without AJ as they are with him. Now you can go draft one of these receivers. I just broke down the 2014 draft. It was pretty good. Sammy Watkins, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham. It was a good class. Like this class doesn't look anything like that. I don't see a star player right now. Maybe Cornell Tate. I don't know, but I don't know if there's any bona fide star.
I agree with you.
In this class.
I agree with you. Guys will emerge and guys will be good players, but I don't see it can't miss. It's not like Jeremiah Smith is in this draft and you go, that's a can't miss kid, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like that. But, Marvin Harrison Jr. has been in Arizona for 2 years. Now, maybe it's just he's in Arizona, but he hadn't done much, and he was the bona fide. I mean, there was 3 guys, and Malik Neighbors, he got hurt last year. I mean, there's 3 guys at the top of that class, Roma Dunze, and I don't know if any of them have really, established themselves after 2 years.
Of this draft, if I said I need you to come up with 5 can't miss studs, who would the 5 be?
I think Vivega Ioane from Penn State is a stud. I think Chris Johnson, the cornerback from San Diego State, is a stud. I think Riley Nowakowski is a stud tight end that can be used in a lot of different ways.
I like him too. That's interesting. You went him and
watch the
not
national
Sadiq.
championship game. He never came off the field. He played every snap.
Yeah,
he's at wide receiver. He's in the slot. He's sealing on a split scissors run. He's doubling Ruben Bain up to the second level. He's putting guys on their back. The guy's a good football player, man. But I think Fernando Mendoza is going to be a good player. Now the Raiders can screw things up with the best of them, and so sometimes where you go. Matt Stafford wasn't great in Detroit. He was playing for Detroit. He's winning Super Bowls and winning MVPs with the Rams. Sometimes, you got to go to the right team. I think Jeremiah Love is a really good player. But so is Bijan. And Bijan, his team has seen coaches fired. They haven't seen the playoffs. He hasn't taken that team to another level. You need pieces around you. So I think Jeremiah Love is a really good player. I think he's going to be, a great running back.
Yeah, I do. I really like him. I think he's legit.
But I love Ioane. I would pound the table for that guy. He's just I just don't see him getting beaten. I'm seeing him going against the best defensive tackles and ends in the country, and he's just wiring them all up.
I like to hear what Stout has to say about him.
Are you getting Stout on?
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, probably. I'll put it like that.
But is he doing?
I may go see him. We'll see.
Is he doing his normal homework on guys?
I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe I'll bring you with me.
I would love to. I'd love to. He's going to be at Lane's wedding, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Which is in 2 weeks, so I'll be out there.
Yeah.
I'll pick his brain about it.
Be kind of fun. He's the best, man. He's the guy. It's amazing when you see how many of those O-line coaches throughout your career. There's something about those guys. I love those guys because they're just like we do the meat locker. They're just great meats.
Well, we spent a lot of time, in meetings and, doing extra work and, the first one's on the field. And, if you played for Stout, you're on the game day field every day, every Sunday out there working. The starters are out there working. The backups are working. The practice squad kids are out there getting work done. He's taking every advantage to get work done. And so I played, for Dante Scarnecchia. He was a meat, he coached me in Indianapolis, but he won Super Bowls with Belichick. He was just great. He was a great coach, great technician, always had you prepared. Always, you never were surprised by something that happened on Sundays.
Yeah.
Bill Muir, like, the guys that would imitate Bill Muir, man. I mean, it's like, you couldn't help yourself, man. Like every other word was an F word. And, you got it hard. You got it hard on Monday, man, when things didn't go right.
Who was the guy from the Bears? Oh, I still love him. He was
offensive line coach for the Bears.
Yeah, back in the day.
Like with Ditka?
Like a real character. Like somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, man.
I got friendly with him. Oh, my God. He was nuts.
Howard Mudd was nuts. Like there's just, so many of them.
Yeah.
Mouse McAnally coached Anthony Munoz at Cincinnati. He coached my brother at Wake Forest. Mouse coached the Giants. Yeah. He was a great one. I mean, there's Bill Callahan is still a great coach. Great coach.
Yeah.
Came with Ray Rhodes in that first wave of coaches with Gruden in 95 to the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah. That was good stuff. All right. As we head, now we're in a home stretch of the draft, right? With last day of March, we're now entering draft season. Mm-hmm. As you look at kind of the landscape of the league, you've seen free agency, you kind of look at it. Let's start AFC pole positions, all right? Division by division. If you look at the pole position in the East, right, you have change at Buffalo with a coach, right? Sean is now gone. And you look at New England, Buffalo, obviously the Jets are where they are, and Miami is with the Jets in the bottom. How do you look at that division?
Yeah, I mean, look, you cannot. The owners are all meeting, right? So they're all gathering out there and talking about the future and all this stuff. I mean, if you start with Bob Kraft, like that's how it has to start. Like he's the best owner in that division. He hired the best coach in that division. They turned things around in 1 year in that division. You get Bob Kraft, you get Elliott Wolf. I mean, his father was a great scout of talent in this business for a long, long time. Elliott learned a lot from his dad and from the industry. I don't see any of those teams right now close. I mean, you could look at Buffalo's talent and all that, but I think New England is the team that everybody's looking up at right now.
All right, let's move over to the North. The North is a fascinating division because you have the change in Baltimore, right? Like you look at where they're at. Cincinnati.
No, I mean, look, you don't know who's playing quarterback in Pittsburgh.
No.
You got a new coach in Baltimore for the first time in 19 years. You don't know what Jesse Minter is going to do. We don't know what Lamar is going to look like. He didn't look like the same guy a year ago. Couldn't stay healthy. So you have so many unknowns there. Cleveland, you still don't know who's the quarterback in Cleveland.
I mean, are they serious with Deshaun Watson? How could you start him?
I don't, like what I'm saying. Like they don't know who the quarterback is. They can't figure that part out. They haven't figured it out. It's been forever. And so, and then Cincinnati is Cincinnati. Like, okay, a healthy Joe Burrow and two great wide receivers. Is that enough? Because defensively now, they're still going to struggle. They can add all the pieces they want. They're just going to struggle. So a couple of years ago, you said it was the best division in football, and it probably was. Now, where are they? I mean, I guess Baltimore might have the best overall talent, but we got to see,
and where's Lamar?
Is Will Howard the quarterback in Pittsburgh? Is it Aaron? Yeah. Like, who's the quarterback? Is it Mason Rudolph? Do they draft a guy?
Mason Rudolph again. Oh, my God. The South, which is, you know what? I don't know. Daniel Jones got a lot of money, 2.0. I love Warren. Talk about tight ends. Tyler Warren is what a player. He was a great pass catcher, great blocker. Man,
I mean, it's just kind of bizarre. They started off 8-1, I think, last year. Lost to Pittsburgh, and then Daniel Jones ended up getting hurt, and they fell apart. They just paid Alec Pierce to be the highest paid wide receiver in football. He caught 47 passes last year. 47 passes a year ago. Now you can say 21 yards a catch. That's great. 47 catches, their highest paid receiver, and the quarterback is making elite money and has stayed healthy for 1 year in his career. So, I mean, it was just, it looked like Jacksonville really turned the corner last year. And that's a new regime with Baselli and what they have at the head coach. The defensive coordinator, Campanile, like they really fixed things in a hurry. They did nothing in free agency. They sat by, they took care of their own guys. They didn't add many pieces to it. They lost Travis Etienne, who had his best year, as a running back. I like what Tennessee is doing. I don't like the ownership or anything in the front office, but I don't want to say that. They added a lot of pieces. All right. They had to. I'm a big fan of Cam Ward. I don't know that they fixed their offensive line. They added a lot of things to the organization. Robert Saleh, come in. I thought he was a really good coordinator, really good position coach. Was not a good head coach with the New York Jets. We got to see if he's better the second time around. There's some real question marks there, but I think they've upgraded the talent for sure.
Well, in Houston, goes back to the quarterback because I still love that defense is legit. I mean,
the defense is going to carry them again. We'll see. They rebuilt the offense line. They gave some pieces away. It was not good last year, and C.J. Stroud under pressure was not good. And they've had a hard time keeping skilled players healthy.
They just got to protect him, though. They still just got to. As
they've
bad as he
two
was,
offensive line coaches, 2 coordinators right now. They brought back Trent Brown. Okay, I don't know. Trent Brown is probably a biscuit under 400 right now. He's had a hard time staying healthy.
Under 400.
Yeah, I mean he's a huge man. Ariante Ursary, does he make a jump in his second year at left tackle? Like they have some question marks up front when you're trying to protect. But they fired coaches last year when they just could not protect C.J. Stroud against the Chargers.
Yeah,
and it was ugly.
Out west. So, look, the Chargers look like they're ready to take that leap, and I'm curious to see where Kansas City's at.
Well, I mean, Denver won 15 games with Bo Nix at quarterback. All right. And so they're bringing back largely the same team. They have added Jalen Waddle. They look like they're the team to beat right now. Defensively, they're very, very good.
I don't know why I think that they're going to have a step back.
They could. I mean, 15-3 is hard to duplicate, but they ran away with the division last year. Kansas City collapsed. They lost 3 starters in their secondary, which is not going to be easy to replace. They added a running back, which is necessary. We'll see what he looks like. They need a right tackle bad. The left tackle was Josh Simmons. Like, nobody knows. Maybe you can get the story from Andy. Nobody knows what happened to him when he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Last year after he didn't start well and got hurt. And they've had a hard time putting that line together outside of Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. They've had a hard time putting it together. And so does Mahomes, when he comes back, looks like he's going to be fine. But Travis Kelce's coming back for a 14th year. I think they've got a lot of question marks right now.
All right, let's go NFC West. Can anybody beat the Rams? I don't even care about Seattle. I know they won it. That Rams team just feels like, with what they did defensively, that's what they needed.
They don't, on paper, they don't have a weakness. Now, Matt Stafford went through all of training camp, and all you heard every day was he's got this terrible back. He's got a bad back. He's got sciatic, whatever the issues were with the vertebra. Now, he stayed healthy for 20 games last year, the league's MVP. Now he's going to be 38. Can he stay healthy? Because if he can't, what are they going to do? So that's the issue with them. But otherwise, they don't really have a weakness. They have replaced the right tackle. They have rebuilt their offense line without one single first-round pick. They've got great players at every position, offensively and defensively. So they are the team to beat. But Seattle, I mean, they have drafted probably as good as anybody under John Schneider, and they're going to be a very good team.
Yeah, it's interesting. It feels like the Rams are kind of going all in. Like this, McVay's looking to win one more and then doing Madden. That's what it feels like.
I felt like they have been all in ever since they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I felt like they've been all in.
I guess as long as you have Stafford, you just got to be all in.
Of course, but I mean, is San Francisco all in? They went out, and got themselves Mike Evans. They're going to get Nick Bosa back. They're going to get Fred Warner back. They had to replace Robert Saleh, who I thought was a really good coordinator for him. This will be, I think, maybe their fourth or fifth defensive coordinator in 4 or 5 years in San Francisco. So we'll see how that plays itself out. Can Christian McCaffrey give you another 400 touch season? Like, that's a lot to expect of the guy going into his 10th season.
All right. South, I'm rooting for my man in Atlanta. So I'm curious to see. Basically, I'm wondering about Penix. Is Penix legit?
Well, look, he's had a third ACL injury, and he's coming back from that. Tua's going to get the whole offseason here. Tua he has led the league in completion percentage. He has led the league in passing yards. He's led the league in quarterback rating. Like, he's done all these things at some point in his career. When Tyreek Hill went to Miami, he said that Tua was the most accurate quarterback he ever played with. His problem is not accuracy. Obviously, his health. But, the offensive line is good. Bijan is great. The receivers are in good shape. Like, the offense should be good. They drafted all defense last year. We'll see what happens to James Pierce. Looks like he's in a heck of a lot of trouble right now. I don't know if what's going to happen to him. But, Kevin Stefanski's got a lot to work with in Atlanta.
It's funny. If I was Kevin, call me nuts, I'd rather have Flacco back it up. Penix.
Well, one thing we know about Joe is he's going to stay healthy. He's not going to get hurt. And he can still throw the ball as well as anybody. Like, the arm has not, like, I've seen Favre's arm fall apart. I've seen Peyton Manning's arm fall apart. Like, Joe's arm is the same arm as he was coming out of Delaware.
Yeah,
like, it hasn't changed at all. He is. He's got a bionic, like him and Vinny Testaverde. Some of these guys, they just have great arms, man. And it never falls off. Never falls off. Like, he can learn an offense, and like he has done, he can learn it in 2 weeks and look like he can, take a team down the field.
I love the arm. I'm an armsman. I love arm.
By the way, I went back and watched Drew Aller. That guy's got a freaking arm, man.
Yes, he does.
That guy's in the NFL. That guy's going to have
yes, he does.
At least one of the top 10 arms, and maybe one of the top 5, because his arm's only going to get stronger.
I agree. He just needs to go someone to teach him how to freaking play the position. Like, that's what he needs. Speaking of teaching someone how to play the position, Ben Johnson is a great coach. I wondered how he would be. He's a great coach. The way he kind of positioned from training camp last year, where he was gushing over the backup, to how he taught Williams to play. I mean, that was impressive.
It was impressive. I mean, he's got, some guys are great coordinators, great play callers, and you don't know if they're a great head coach until they get in that position and they can stand in front of the room and get everybody. I mean, in 1 year, Chicago, who was the doormat, goes and wins the division. And not just that, but Caleb goes from being sacked 68 times to sacks 24 times, okay? They go and lead the league in takeaways, all right? They haven't led the league in takeaways. They led the league in takeaways, interceptions. Like, everything changed. They ran the ball. They come to Philadelphia on Black Friday, and they run for 250 yards against that defense. There was a commitment to the run. I don't know if anybody, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I don't know if anybody ran the ball on third downs more than the Bears did. There was a commitment to the run. The quarterback improved. He was better in the pocket. They had injuries to a lot of different players. But they didn't seem, and then the rookies, Colston Loveland, right? Luther Burden. You saw
I love Colston. He's another great tight end.
All these rookies just flourish. I mean, he is a darn good coach.
Caleb, coming off of what he did, man, I'm anxious to watch him next year. Is Detroit done?
I don't know if they're done. I think that, Dan Campbell's still a really good coach. I think that Jared Goff is still a great quarterback. They lost their tight end last year, but he'll be back healthy. They got to replace their left tackle. It was tough. I said this, man, I've always said this, but, Frank Ragnow was the first team All-Pro center, and he retired last year. I go, watch this offensive line. Watch them not collapse, but they won't be very good. They won't run the ball, anywhere near as well as they did the year before. And they didn't. Like losing Ragnow, and they played 3 different centers, left the offense line completely broke down. And they had a 1 point on a Monday night. I remember sitting in here watching this game. They started 4 guys in the secondary that were undrafted, I believe, right? And 2 of them were making their first NFL start. Like, that's just what it was. Like, they drafted Terrion Arnold. The Eagles got a better corner.
Yes.
Arnold hasn't stayed healthy. He's been, and
so he's got to stay off the hands. He's a PI man. He's a grabber.
He's had that.
All right, NFC East. As of today, March 31st, where are the Eagles?
Is A.J. Brown on the team on September 1st?
Let's say yes.
Okay. I think the Eagles are the team to beat. Like, they're going to be a good team. But the Giants they're going to make a leap. They're going to be better.
You're bullish on the Giants.
I am. But, I mean, it's just, sometimes you have to, the kernels for growth, you have to sometimes look at what was happened the year before. They had Denver whipped in Denver. They had Kansas City beat. They beat the Eagles badly on a Thursday night. They had wins that were just,
You're right.
They had the Bears beat in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They were poorly coached. They collapsed.
Yeah.
They made poor decisions. But the talent, you're going to get Malik Neighbors. You're going to get a lot of stars back. And then watch Abdul Carter in a second year. Watch Brian Burns, and
their front. I like their defense. I like their front. I think their defense is pretty good. Their
secondary stunk last year, and they didn't have any corners, so they've added some pieces there. Look, they got Nahshon Wright for nothing, from the Chicago Bears. The guy had 7 takeaways last year, led the NFL in takeaways. Like he's a 6'4" corner. Like, he's much better than anybody they threw out there last year.
All right, when it comes to the Birds, some of the talk out of the owners' meetings was, do you extend Jalen and try to get ahead of the ridiculous quarterback market, or do you say, hey, let me see what he does with Sean Mannion's offense?
Well, I don't know the status of his contract. He's got how many years remaining?
So this is the year that you would normally extend him.
So he's got 2 years left?
Yeah, you would normally extend him now.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't extend him. What they've shown is that they'll fire a coordinator before they fire the coach or the quarterback. So, if Mannion doesn't work out, he's probably one and done. We've seen that quite a few times already. So we'll see what kind of commitment they have to him. But if the whole thing blows up and goes backwards, is that going to be the fault of the quarterback? I mean, we've seen them change coordinators, the way some people change socks. So, but
they're also not afraid to change head coaches either.
Huh?
They're also not afraid to change head coaches.
Not afraid to change head coaches. So, but I mean, if you change the head coach, you're going to change the coordinator?
Again, are they looking at, do they love it all? I guess it all depends on how they feel about Mannion. Because Mannion's going to be the designer, right? Not Nick.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's going to be his. I'm going to imagine it's going to be his office, but I imagine Nick's been around a long time. He's going to have some level of input. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that gets done. I don't know how patient we need to be, if we need to be patient at all. Like, are they going to come out and just strike fire, to start the season next year? Or is it going to take 8 games to figure things out, and before they find out who they are, what they're good at, how they accent that? I don't really know what to expect. I don't know how anybody can predict it. I haven't seen enough. Sean Mannion's got the thinnest resume of anybody out there that's coaching. It's like an NBA hire, honestly. Like, they take these guys, from the playing, from the courts. They put them, in a head coaching suit and tell them to go coach. Like, I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to look like.
All right, last thing. Today's a big debut day in Philadelphia. Andrew Painter makes his first start. Ballyhooed phenom. Porter Martone for the Flyers tonight. Top pick, was awesome in college. Makes his debut. Give me the greatest debut you've ever seen in football.
Cam Newton had a pretty good debut in 2011. He threw for 400 yards in his debut against Green Bay, I believe. Like that jumped out to me. It's good. It's a good question, cuz.
I'm hitting you cold, so I get it.
No, I mean, I just Cam Newton threw for over 400 yards in each of his first 2 starts.
Yeah, that's good.
And that was a great, maybe the best draft class of all time, 2011.
Was Brady? I'm trying to remember because Brady steals the job.
No, he got the job in his second year, in the third game of the season, when when the starter went down. But debuts, I'm sure your fan base are going to tell me I'm stupid. I can't remember.
No, I got one or two. I just do it from AI help.
Go ahead.
Anquan Bolden, his first game, 10 catches, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Lions.
How many people watch that Arizona Cardinal team?
Right.
Like to know that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an Anquan Bolden fan, but like that's a game that, maybe 3% of the country watched at 1:00 on Fox.
Kareem Hunt rushed for 148 yards and 98 yards receiving for 246 total yards and 3 touchdowns in his debut against the Patriots.
Okay, well, he led the league in rushing that year with Kansas City. He led, that was pretty strong.
Hey, Cam Newton threw for 422 in his debut.
How much?
422.
Yeah, dude, that's a great one. That was a great pull.
Yeah,
you pulled that cold.
Was it against Green Bay?
Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't give me that one.
That's a great pull.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
Yes. All right, cuz.
All right, keep me posted on everything.
Have you talked to Rick Tocchet today? I saw him up there. Is he coming on?
I talked to him yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
How are they looking and positioning here?
Dude, they're hot. They're 8-1-1.
Okay.
They got a shot to make the playoffs.
Okay, good.
So,
Will we come down the final week?
I see beers in our future.
All right.
And steaks
Well,
with talk.
I'm a big fan, so I hope they get to the postseason. I'd like to get over there and watch a game.
All right. Well, we'll get that happening. We'll get Talk over for a steak.
That sounds good, man. That sounds good. All right, guys. See you guys,
buddy.
Yeah.
We'll get VG with us.
Yeah, he's right. Cam had 2 good games. The first 2 games, 850 total yards and 5 total touchdowns. Pretty solid.
That is a good pull.
Yeah, off the cuff.
Because you don't think debuts
right.
football because they're rookies and, Peyton struggled his rookie year. That's a good one. All right. Let's take care of some business. I'm excited for the debuts, man.
Me too.
Do me a favor, think about Philadelphia debuts. All right? Some of the great debuts. You can use your friend AI.
I don't remember.
I gave my ChatGPT a nickname.
It's so difficult. Oh, yeah? What's your ChatGPT?
Bro.
Oh, bro.
Like after Jamie. Because I need something when I converse with it. It's nice to personalize.
Yeah. I remember the outcome, but I was at Don Brown's first game. There was so much hype. The stadium was nuts when he came up.
You know what?
The All-Star team that year,
The
too.
Phillies rookie debuts, mostly duds.
Yeah.
Right? All right, let's take a quick TO, talk about our friends. It's a Bet Parks Tuesday. 4 teams remain in the tournament after an amazing weekend. Saturday, Final Four, Michigan, 1.5 against is underdog against Arizona. That's a great game. I think I like Arizona. It's a great game. Illinois, 1.5 dog against UConn. Another great game. Get some skin in the game. Bet all the action on the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. The only online casino sportsbook app that we'll ever recommend. Make a futures bet on who wins it all. 25 on Michigan. You get 37.50. 25 on Arizona. 43.75. 25 on UConn. 162.50 on the Bet Parks Sportsbook online casino app. Play your favorite casino games as well. Slots right on your phone. Blackjack, craps, roulette. And new casino users get 250 bonus spins on the hot online slot game Gold Trio Leprechaun's Luck, plus up to $1,000 casino bonus back. You got to be, betparks.com has all the conditions. You're going to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
March means one thing. It's go time for college basketball and Major League Baseball And at Elkins Chevrolet, it's go time for real deals. 3 brothers, 1 promise. Treat you like family and give you a deal that makes sense. Trucks, they've got them. SUVs, got those too. We're talking Colorados, Silverados, Trax, Trailblazers, Tahoes, a Suburban. You name it, they got it. Payments to keep you in the game? Absolutely. It's Chevy Truck Month. Tax refunds are starting to hit, and it's a great time for Philly sports fans to check out a new Chevy truck at Elkins. You get up to $7,360 in bonus cash on a new Silverado 1500. Contact Elkins Chevrolet to see if you qualify for additional offers. If you're thinking about making a move, make it to Elkins Chevrolet on Route 73 in Marlton. Elkins Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Together, let's drive.
Together, let's drive. Dude, you just said it. Tell the audience.
So I'm saying NBA rookie debuts. Wilt is the best at 43 points. Frank Selvey, 1954 with 35 points. And then VJ Edgecombe, 34 points.
VJ, that
October
was
22nd.
Unbelievable. I remember going, I want him to score 15.
Yeah.
Right? Like, It was like 15, 5 boards, 4 assists.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits you with 34.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Blown away.
That was
And he hasn't
awesome.
disappointed.
Oh, dude.
He hasn't fallen off a cliff. He's great.
I don't know what to do with these Sixers. They drive me nuts.
So now there are reports that Joel is sick. He had cold medicine and stuff he was taking last night. So maybe he's not a little under the weather last night.
I can't.
At least it's not a knee.
It wasn't his fault. I mean, but I don't want to hear about sickness. Like, I watched Michael Jordan win the NBA Finals. I was at the game when he had the flu.
Yeah, he's not 7'2".
Okay, I was at the game. I saw Jordan like he was death on wheels.
Death on wheels.
Right?
Yes. Flu game, right?
Yes. I mean, come on. I don't want to hear that. But my biggest issue is not with Joel Embiid. It's with Nick Nurse.
Yeah, he's a problem. He's got 0 answers. He looks overmatched, I'll be honest with you, on the sidelines.
Doesn't he? He just does.
I don't even know what he's doing. He's waving his hands, yelling. He just. Also a good debut, Cole Hamels. 1 hit, 7 strikeouts, and 5 shutout innings.
Wow.
Solid. If we get that tonight.
Come on, brother.
7 strikeouts.
Let's go, Painter.
Yeah, let's go, Peter.
I'm looking forward to
Please,
Flyers.
Andrew,
I'm
please,
looking forward. I really am. Between Flyers and
Yes.
Martone. Who's Martone? Like, who can he be?
I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. You?
I said I got goal and assist.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I'm just style of play.
Yeah. I'm excited for it, man. I'm really fired up. They're 8-1-1.
I'm looking at, Deshaun Jackson had an immediate 106 receiving yards, 6
Did
catches.
he really?
97 yards on punt returns. Slim Reaper scored a touchdown on his very first NFL catch. I don't remember this at all.
That's big.
Yeah, against the Falcons.
That's big.
Man.
All right, let's take care of some nugs.
Yeah.
I got the Daily 5. I never got to yesterday, so I want to do that. All right? But let's take care of some nugs first. I contributed to the nugs.
Oh, you sent one. We can't play because of restrictions, but we can recap it.
Wait, we can't play that? Why? There's music or something?
No, it's licensed by the NBA. It's the NBA thing, right?
It's the NBC pregame show.
Yeah.
You can't play that?
Mm-mm. NBC will flag us.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Anyway.
But he doubled down on it, so we'll talk about it.
All right. So what I said to them was, Evan Turner says, I hate Philadelphia. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's just go to VG's Nugs first. Give us our opening.
VG's Nugs. Nugs. It's the time for VG's Nugs. VG's Nugs. Nugs.
Yeah, go ahead. Set it up. I'll give you his double down.
All right. So there it was on the pregame show. Evan Turner says, I hate Philadelphia. Bro, Evan Turner hates you. Now, Evan Turner was a horrific basketball player. What do you mean?
Is he a number 2 pick? Look, he looks like a chipmunk. Right? With his jaws all swollen up.
You're the greatest, dude. That's why
The
you're the
squirrels in
greatest.
my neighborhood look like that.
He's the best.
I was trying to swallow before I came on. Pause.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Evan Turner's a bum.
Bum!
I haven't thought about that dude forever.
And he's
Go
got
away.
the stones
Yeah.
to rip Katia. He's got the stones to rip Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He's stiff. He's stunk. He built brick after brick.
Did you like my
Building
tweet?
houses.
Did you like my tweet I sent last night?
Yes, recap it to the audience.
It's an Evan Turner tweet from the year 2012, and he says, "I've been on the toilet all night. My butt crack feels like it has sunburn. Hashtag pause. I'm so annoyed." That's my lasting impression of Evan Turner.
Yes.
See ya,
Yes. Horrible.
creep.
Creep. He's a creep.
So he says he responded to some people. He said probably this. Someone asked him something, but he said blah blah blah. It was a disgusting experience as a player for sure. Then I went to Boston and I learned what a real sports city was. You know.
Why is he on TV?
First
Why
of
is
all,
he with that
he
voice?
stinks.
With that voice?
First of all,
it's
he
like
stinks.
Kermit the Frog on
He
the TV.
stunk as a player, and he stinks as an analyst. He's terrible.
I didn't watch any.
And by the way, what do you mean a real sports city? You sucked. You were horrible. You were a high pick. And you got the stones? Like, come on, dude. Self-reflection.
Was he 3 overall?
Yeah. Or
2?
2.
2.
He was the second overall pick.
Ugh.
Reflection.
Ugh.
I mean, he's awful.
Yeah. Screw you.
All right, by the way, while you're here,
What's this guy panicking for? I heard him earlier.
dude, can
It's not
you?
even April.
By the way, he averaged 10.5 points and 8.5 in 9.5 in Boston.
And by the way, he was horrible. Right. He couldn't shoot. He would have shot better with his foot. God forbid.
This guy.
Okay, so please, it's 4 games into a baseball season, and he's Nervine.
Same stuff, man.
People are losing their minds. I mean, I got people tweeting me that Bryce Harper's a bum. He's overpaid.
Oh, dude, I picked the worst time to write a big Bryce Harper piece. Oh, I got it. There's no team in Bryce. Well, all of a sudden, why is Bryce like the enemy?
I said this to Corey yesterday on the Philly show, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 12 noon. This is Dombrowski's doing. Now, I didn't disagree with his comments, but he gave the fan base every reason to be on edge with Bryce
You're
Harper.
right.
He instilled anxiety
you're
in
right.
the fan base.
Oh, yeah, it's nothing to do with his play.
You're
He
right.
was ninth
You're
best
right.
OPS player in the National League
You're
last year.
right, James.
This is
You're right.
Dombrowski's fault. And I bet when he heard the boos on Saturday, I bet he was sitting there like, oh, damn, I kind of did this. Because there was a tension in the ballpark. I was there with VG. Every time he came up, the crowd was anxious and on edge. And it's weird.
And by the way, it's ridiculous. It's not even April, and we're having this kind of reaction.
It's ridiculous.
Every at bat.
It's ridiculous.
Like, listen, I get it. If it's a pennant race in September, right, or if it's a playoff game in October,
Sure.
I get it. We have this reaction. It's like we haven't discovered baseball. We still look at baseball through the prism of football.
They were 4-9 in 2023.
Guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
They're what? They're what?
4-9 in 2023. What happened? Won the division.
Okay. They might be 2-29. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they're going to be 2-29. All right.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, well, their
I don't know what
pitching
that
staff,
means.
They're going to
I
be
don't know what that
2-29.
means.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's like the he's worse than the elevator in this building.
That
He's
is
up and
not
down.
true. I will
Up and
not
down.
sit for this.
He's the worst. I told him, just go have a piece of, go eat a cheesesteak.
It's Andrew Painter Day.
Yeah, the kid doesn't need this kind of stress. He's going into a powder keg today.
He's good.
They're booing every game. They're booing now. You need this kid coming into this?
The angst? I don't understand it.
It's people know the window's closing. You know, it's like JT's kind of
He's smoked.
Like his bat speed.
I'd almost
That's
rather
your
see.
doing. You're the one who signed him, gave all that money, Dombo.
But he's second in the league in ABS challenges. So we'll take that.
Oh, great.
The Bryce thing is the weirdest thing
It's
ever.
very
though.
weird.
And like, Are we now going to run out? Like,
my
are we
buddies
looking to
are-
run this guy out of town?
So
like,
I got text last night. One, I hate Bryce. I'm over him, from a good buddy of mine, one of my groomsmen. I was like, dude, you're out of your mind. Two, my cousin texted me, Topper's gone by May, book it. And I was like, geez, man, what is going on with people?
Topper may. I mean, if this continues for a bit, Topper may.
Topper was
have an
completely
issue.
right to get ejected last night.
Well, he didn't even do anything. He just came out and they ejected him. He's not even allowed to question what's going on.
Because you can't argue New York
Yeah.
calls.
I know, but you got to be able to ask a question like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Because they're taught to keep the play going. So if Taiwan, his point is, if Taiwan doesn't throw it, are you going to count that run?
right.
Once
And
he
he's
commits,
100% right.
Once he rounds
and
third.
they needed a jolt of energy last night because they were lackadaisical. So sometimes you got to go get kicked
Well,
out to fire somebody
when
else.
you start off like that, your starter gives you
Taiwan.
like when he gives you puts you in a hole. What do you expect?
If you're going to get kicked out, though, get a little more
kick-
animated.
kick
Yeah.
a little
Topper's a
bird or
little
something.
too unanimated in his
The
ejection.
Canadian in him came
Yes,
out. Yeah,
totally agree.
I did agree with that
Yeah,
one.
let's
Like,
get show a little fire.
get your
there,
money's
Topper.
worth
Yes,
at least. Yeah.
But
yes.
for the life of me, like why is it this kind of? Again, it's just season just began.
It's the football mindset. It's the equivalent of almost one quarter of play in an NFL game. That's it. It's like maybe one drive. Maybe your team had
Yeah,
one
but they're down
drive.
17-0 against the Browns.
And you got these.
I know. I
the
can't.
Hoagie Mouse are coming out.
Like,
man.
I know.
Yeah, they've been
It's
waiting.
Matt
Free.
Decker, he's concerned. Duran stinks.
I've gotten a couple of those texts.
I got that too.
I can't.
But is it? Listen, God bless the Eagles, right? Let's get it back to the Eagles. But
610.
but we're obsessed, and we became like a product of everything goes through football, like the mindset.
Yeah. And what's weird, when I was doing the Eagles show this year, I kind of got to a point where I was like, football's kind of reached its saturation point, right? Not to talk.
Whoa.
Not to talk, but it's not.
Wrong show, bro, for that. This ain't the Phillies show.
Not to say anything bad about the NFL, but it's like,
Excuse me?
Yeah.
they're bastardizing it. Like I don't need Monday night, Wednesday night games, Friday night games. Like I don't need all that.
Now you've crossed. Now you've crossed the line. Now you're
See how it
putting.
is with him?
Yeah.
Get him here long enough.
Yeah. Now you're out of line. You're way out of line on that one, man.
Let's keep you here for this. Did you see the coach's picture yesterday?
Coaches, what?
The NFL coach's picture.
Yeah. How about Sirianni trying to do the flex? He's kind of a lone wolf off to the side.
Yeah, dude, it's like he was
Do we have
photoshopped
it?
in.
Let's put it up.
He's definitely like
Yeah.
Let's put it up.
somebody on
he's
Twitter
thickening
was
up.
calling him steroid Ani.
He's all.
Is he eating too good or working out too good? He looks like he's gotten a little bigger. Like
Well,
Yeah, well, I don't think
You think it's false
muscle.
bravado?
Yeah, I don't
Stolen
think
valor?
it's muscle. He rested. He looks like he's got a shelf to rest his arms on.
the stance is Johnny Hardo. It is. It was not a good look, Nick.
Yeah, he's got the pecs all popping out.
Which way's the beach? Is the conference over that way?
Yeah, he's got his shorts on. Him and Sean Payton with the shorts.
Yeah, the shorts.
Are they
is
the
a
only
bit-
two shorts?
I couldn't see anyone in the back, but they were
You
always
can't
doing
go
the front.
shorts in its
I
coaches.
agree.
No, I didn't expect. Was Reed in it?
Reed,
Because he
needs
usually
to
the
be
Hawaiian
front and
shirt.
center
Yeah,
with the Hawaiian
he needs to
shirt.
be dead in the middle.
Yes, he was not front and center. He was.
All right.
Look, he's not. He's like just thrown in at the end. Look, he's a little. There's a beer gut going on. The shirt's not flattering.
The shirt's not flat.
gives him like
Dude, the arms look good.
the arms, do look
big.
good.
They
Yeah,
look big.
yes.
He looks juiced a little.
Yeah, the arms.
He looks fine. You acted like he was fat. You don't look
Dude,
fat.
He's not fat, but he's doing like the tough guy. Like,
Tough
Yeah,
guy
he
with-
is doing a tough guy
The,
look.
the shirt's a gut hugger. Not good.
yeah, I see that belly.
Yeah,
I
we all
recognize
see
the
that.
belly because
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah,
a belly.
well, that's us.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
That's why you work on arms, so the belly
glamour
doesn't.
Yeah,
muscles.
we don't work at a place where we can work out 6 hours a day. I mean, he can watch film and treadmill.
he's got healthy nutrition.
yeah, he's got a
smoothies.
chef
Come
down
on.
there. Yeah,
He's fine.
I like my coach's fat. It's fine.
Give me the full. Give me the full. You have the full. Yeah, pull up the full coaches.
like he's just.
I like the coach's picture.
He's got the no socks on though.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I know. I don't like the knee socks.
That's do the boys wear the knee socks or the half up the leg socks?
Yeah,
That's a bit
there you go.
Ankle socks are out.
I know. I still like the ankle.
So do I. Well, we're washed.
Yeah, but I'd rather have that.
It's just like Ethan had pointed out. He's just almost like an outcast the way he's just thrown in.
Yeah,
at
he's
the
like-
end. Look how close they all are, and he's.
Well, he's got to flex.
Yeah, that's right.
He needs that extra shoulder room for.
You're right, though. VG said he could be easily photoshopped out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'll see Sean Mannion put in. Look at those dudes, man, living a life.
Living the life.
Let's go, gin and tonics.
Yeah. At the
Happy
Biltmore.
hour. At the Biltmore. I stayed there for a fight.
Oh, did you?
Oh my God. Outrageous.
Is there one of those? I thought I was in Asheville, North Carolina. Was at a Biltmore as
There's
well?
a
Is there
Florida
multiple
break?
ones?
Isn't the
They're amazing, man.
yeah Pervert Central?
They walk around. Well, I mean, I'm just like the rooms and everything. The grounds. They had like lemon trees it was unbelievable.
Oh, we got
Manicure.
we got some stuff while you're here. This is good for bro.
All right, well, let's take a quick TO. We'll come right back with the bro.
Let me grab a chair.
Grab the chair, and we'll talk about our friends. Come back with the bro. Feel that? The nice weather. It's back. Spring is here. You know what that means. Rita's is back. That's right. The sweet sound of Rita's season. All your favorite frozen treats back and better than ever. Nothing hits like that first refreshing Italian ice of the season. Maybe you like the frozen custard. Smooth, creamy, perfect every time. If you really want to do it up, how about the gelati? Layered just the way you love it. Sun's out, flavors popping. It's officially treat yourself season. That's right. Don't forget, download the Rita's app. New app users get a free small gelati, water ice, or custard with their first purchase. That's free happiness waiting for you. So come into Rita's. Make this season the sweetest one yet. Water ice, custard, happiness. Treat yourself to a scoop of happiness today. Be cool. Go to Rita's. Learn more at Ritas.com. Look, you want Jalen Carter out catching passes? No. All right? Come on now. Not worth the risk, the time, the money. Keep your stars focused on doing what they do best. Same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in operations, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wear them down. Togo can help any business look to reduce operating costs, from customer service and accounting to order management, logistics, admin, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes. We take it off your plate. Every Togo program includes dedicated staff, custom automations, US-based process engineers who act as your quarterback, giving you complete control, total transparency, and instant efficiency. At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, we execute. HarnessTogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, stay focused on winning. Welcome back. Bro is hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm Porter Martone up.
Yeah, very excited about tonight.
So who has the better debut, Mr. Painter or Mr. Martone?
For the sake of sanity, I hope it's Painter.
I think they both do well. I think Martone, though, makes a splash.
Yeah, I heard you say 1 goal, 1 assist earlier.
I've seen the
feel it?
debut, the prospect debut. There's a couple of them that stand out. 2 goals.
Did Claude have a debut that was notable?
I'm trying to remember. It's going back in the day. A couple guys I remember having big days.
And how about Porter growing up a Flyers fan too? How cool is that?
We're gonna love this kid.
Yeah.
So
Bill and Charlie gave me the whole Zamboner breakdown yesterday because I watched their emergency pod on Sunday, which was awesome. I felt like I knew all about the kid. And what I didn't realize is he's a bit of an instigator. He's a bit of an a-hole. Bill tells me. I love an a-hole that can back it up.
Oh yeah.
Bill said he might be their 6th best player already.
I would hope so.
Dude,
they don't have a lot
he's
of
a
talent.
stud. Like he's a stud. He's great, and he's got attitude. He could score.
So I got to run this by you. So the girls are away for 2 nights.
Oh, nice.
And I was thinking about going to see Project Hail Mary solo in IMAX. I can't do that tonight, I guess.
No. What are you, nuts?
Got to save that for tomorrow night when the Phillies are a business person special.
It's even a question.
What's Project Hail Mary?
It's the Ryan Gosling alien sci-fi. It's getting like killer reviews.
Yeah.
It's a book. You'd appreciate that.
Yeah. No, I mean,
It's a book.
No, I appreciate that. I do. But you can't go tonight.
Nah,
you
not
got
on.
Painter and Martone.
Martone.
I can't wait.
All right, over or under 4.5 Ks for Painter?
Over.
Over or under 76 pitches?
That's a good
Under.
number. Probably under. It's a good number, though.
Over or under 2 1/3 times through the lineup?
Well,
2 1/3.
so it depends. If it's under 76 pitches, that's tough.
I can't wait for this kid. I've been looking forward to this for 3
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
we get 5.
I'm
innings
hoping.
out of
Here's
it.
what I hope. Against that lineup, I got to see K's.
Dude, this Weimer?
Weimer.
What the hell?
Can't get him out.
What's
what's
going
he,
on
like-
with this kid?
Dude, I can't. He's
16,
available in our
17?
fantasy league. There's no way this is lasting. There's no way with this
Yeah.
kid. No way.
Ridiculous.
I know. No, it's wild.
Is Washington kind of more pesky than we gave him credit for?
I don't know, dude. I still get that lineup.
They took the
I
Cubs
like
down
Wood.
opening
Wood's
weekend.
good. Brady House. I don't
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
All right. What
All right,
else
we
you
got one more.
All right.
There's a big heist in Italy.
I saw this.
This is
I
awesome.
love a heist.
This is the real Italian job.
12 tons of Kit Kat F1 bars have disappeared.
No, there was
12 tons.
there was a painting. There was a.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're talking
that's,
Kit
no, Kit Kats, dude. Kit Kats. That's what the people care about.
It was
No
on
one
its way
cares
to
about-
Poland, was it?
It was on its way from Italy to Poland. 12
This
tons
is the Easter Kit Kats, Ant.
of
This is
Kit
a
Kat bars.
international
They're
travesty.
specially labeled F1 bars. How do you even move them? What do you do with them?
Oh, you're the Gomorrah. The Gomorrah probably got that.
Did you see a
They go
Outback troll
They'll
them?
be in Russia in no time.
The Outback trolled them. They're like, oh, we have a new Kit Kat Bloomin' Onion, only $1. It's like all these Kit Kats around.
Wow, that's great.
12 tons.
That's definitely my.
So my family rips me because with a Kit Kat, not that I have them very often, but if I get them, I don't break them off individually. I'll just bite it.
Yeah, that's.
You like
psycho.
bite 2 strips at once?
Yeah, that's psycho. That's,
no.
That's a psycho
Where'd you
move.
learn
That's
that
what they
at?
said serial killers.
yeah,
were.
it's
Yeah,
psycho
that's
move,
weird.
yeah.
I don't want to get
goes-
chocolatey hands.
It
I
goes
just keep
against
it
your instincts. You got to snap them.
but I just keep it in the wrapper and just
that's
bite
weird.
it.
That's weird. You break it in the wrapper. You could break it.
Yeah, I
in the
know,
wrapper.
but then you take it out and you get chocolate on your hands.
You're
Just
out.
ram it.
I think that's that's psycho move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were talking the art heist. There was like 3 priceless paintings got robbed.
Yeah,
Where?
the people don't care about that. They care about Kit Kat bars.
I love it. Dude. I love an art heist.
Yeah, so do I. That Louvre one that took place
it was awesome.
like a year ago was awesome.
Yeah,
And what do they call the apple picker or whatever?
Yeah.
That was
apple
cool.
picker.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be like it.
Watch that?
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right,
Yeah.
one more. Since we're talking chunky Nick Sirianni, we got Kit Kat bars. The Mets, I don't need to give them props for anything, but they had a nice item, a velour tracksuit.
I sent this to my buddy in New York
In the
yesterday.
pro
I said,
shop.
This is the most you thing that has ever existed. He's a Mets diehard and loves tracksuits.
The velour
I
tracksuit's
was like,
a nice item.
you have to get this.
Yes.
It's strong.
Come on, man. That'd be
It's
strong.
pretty strong.
If
I
that was in
know.
maroon or the
the fat
baby
pig.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What do you think the MSRP on that bad
Oh,
boy
my
is?
God,
225?
Oh my god.
265?
Yeah.
I say it's under, like $199.
No, velour.
No, it's way over.
High quality
that's
velour.
way over. That's way over. Come on.
That's a good one.
All right, we are in overtime OT in the city.
And then I'm sure Ant was fired up yesterday about the Simpsons Major League Baseball collection that came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that?
What's that now?
Major League Baseball teamed up with the Simpsons
Oh,
to
yeah.
do some merch. Philly stuff sold out in like minutes.
Well, every team sold out.
Oh, I
Some
saw
were still
something. The
available.
Homer
The hats?
Phillies thing.
The hats were a lot of sold out. Yeah. Homer Simpson backing into the bush.
Why?
Yeah, I don't understand it myself.
Cash grab.
And it's just
No,
all
but
it's just
why
a
would
Phillies
you
hat
want
with a
that?
little Simpsons patch on the
Because
side.
there's a ton of Simpsons fanatics out there. It's the
No,
longest TV show ever.
I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not being anti-Simpsons. I'm just going. They don't go.
I agree.
Like Simpsons And Phillies,
Baseball has been a part of The Simpsons. They had the Springfield Isotopes with Mr. Burns being Steinbrenner, and they had Strawberry and Boggs and Mattingly. Because I asked Preston Mattingly at Clearwater a couple of years ago, I was like, what did your dad ever think of that Simpsons episode? He's like, he's never watched it. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. And I was like, can you sit down with him one day and watch it? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. But Don never saw his own episode of The Simpsons. Donnie Baseball.
So do you want to see my animated debut? Universal Basic Guys?
Oh, yeah. Do you have it?
I do.
Can we play it?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Hold on. Let me send it to Ethan. I can't put it in Slack, too. I want to blow up Slack. Just text me. Like, how hard is the email or text me? Do I need another channel to do it? Oh, dude, stop crying. We'll do it tomorrow. Just forget it. Relax. The frig out of here. You just kill me on it. We'll do it tomorrow. I want you in here tomorrow to see it.
Yeah, I'll check it
All
out.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Back in the day?
Back in the day.
All right, let's go back.
Now this is going to be stuck in my head all day.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling orange. I'm wearing orange. I found this little nugget. 1973, A's owner Charlie Finley says, hey, let's get an orange ball. The fans would like it way better if we played some games with orange balls
Was he
instead of
Marty
white.
Supreme?
And they tried it. Oakland, Cleveland, 1973 exhibition game.
Oh, exhibition. Okay.
And the players, they said, nah, can't see the seams. They tried it once more 4 days later. Same objections. Never heard of the orange ball
Well, maybe
again.
if the seams were not orange.
Orange, right.
Make the seams white.
Just make the adjustment. Yes. Right.
Well, that was a major miss.
I don't
Not that
like-
I'm pro orange baseball,
Right.
but just make the seams white.
Give it
looks
another
junky.
shot.
Yeah.
It looks junky, stupid.
Well, it looks stupid.
It's like the
because
red,
got
white, and blue basketball. No.
Some black seams on
The
there
money
probably look
ball?
good.
I hate it. I hate the money ball. I
Yeah.
won't
This
play
was
with the
like
money
part of Marty Supreme was he wanted to create the orange
ball. I didn't see
ping-pong
Marty
ball.
Supreme.
Yeah,
I
I
had
didn't
no
see
interest
that
in
either.
Marty Supreme.
I watched a movie about a ping pong guy.
No, I'm out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm completely out on Marty
As soon as I saw the,
I hit it with a paddle.
storyline, yeah, I agree.
I'm out on Marty
Yeah,
Supreme.
Marty mediocre.
Yeah, no. Get the hell out of here. No shot. I'm done.
Yeah, out on Chalamet?
Yeah. I mean, just that whole.
As a ping pong player, yes.
Yeah.
Table tennis, whatever you
That's pretty
call
good
it.
casting as a ping pong player.
I had no interest.
You're not up for Dune 3 this summer?
No.
Oof.
Out.
Dune's good.
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
I'm out.
You're out on most sci-fi.
Yeah, my cousin's a big sci-fi
Is Joey
guy.
in on
Loves it.
Dune?
Yeah, probably. He's a
Yeah.
big sci-fi guy. I never, I don't know, never
Yeah.
got into
Nah, I don't
sci-fi.
find them entertaining at all.
I like
Sports.
people. No. I mean, I like
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
my stories, but I prefer. You know what's interesting? I like something he doesn't like. I love period pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't like period
Nah,
pieces.
I'm out.
I like them. I don't love them. But I
Yeah, it
like
doesn't
'em.
sound like you're a big fan of them.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like when I read nonfiction. So like I like taking myself to, period pieces.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
I like historical movies and
Yeah.
all that. So yeah.
Snooze fest.
He doesn't.
Usually a snooze fest.
He's the worst. He's the
He wants
worst.
Dracula.
He's got the worst taste.
That's a great period. That's probably the only period pieces I like. This is 1700s, 1800s,
He is
1600s.
Nosferatu, yeah.
He is Nosferatu.
Yeah.
He's not the Count. The Count was like kind of cool.
The Count's got
suave,
great hair. I don't have good hair.
Right.
I'm
The
Nosferatu hair.
Count Dracula was like the man,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Nosferatu was like a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanging out in the shadows.
Yeah. Yeah, you man. He's shadow
Love it.
dweller.
Yeah. Shadow dweller.
All right, Ethan, great job. I'm off to get my Italian passport.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
We just got the
Wow.
girls
I
their
have my-
American passports.
I have my
yesterday.
dual citizenship.
Wow, congratulations.
My grandparents came over too early. I'm out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't get Irish
Why?
because they were 3 generations. It has to be within 2, I believe.
That's what they did to me with the Italians.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice.
that's
At least-
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
At least
I'm jealous.
You know, you never know.
Buy a house over there.
That would be my my writing escape,
It's my life escape.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we could zoom you in from over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
superimpose the set.
Yeah,
We got you.
At least I'll have my tracksuits. Ethan, great job. Everybody, we love you guys. Go Flyers! Big night! Go Painter and go Flyers.
We all silly.